This week's bit of speculation about Dragon Age 4's plot will be focused on the city and kingdom of Nevarra. Nevarra has been very clearly hinted at in some of the pre-release content, but a lot isn't really clear in terms of complete plot threads compared to Tevinter or Antiva. A little bit of background: Nevarra is a wealthy and militarily powerful kingdom sandwiched between the territory of Orlais, the Tevinter Imperium, and two of the more powerful free martyr cities, Starkhaven and Tantervale. The current king of Nevarra is the elderly Marcus Pentagast. Marcus has no children, only a younger brother, Ferdinand, who also has no children, and is disinterested in ruling. There's an anticipated succession crisis whenever the old king dies, between the members of Nevarra's two royal dynasties, the Pentagasts and the Van Markhams. Added to this mix is the Mortalitasi, an order of necromancers peculiar to Nevarra that traditionally advises the king. Some of the stories from Tevinter Nights hint at a struggle for influence between the Mortalitasi and the aristocrats of Nevarra, particularly murder by death mages. Though almost every single principal character in that story is dead by the end of it, so I expect they won't appear. But really, I don't think the city of Nevarra is going to be where our focus is. Rather, I expect the Grand Necropolis will be what interests us. The Nevarrans are unusual among the humans of Thedas since they actually bury their dead instead of burning them, and the Mortalitasi actively encourage spirits to inhabit the bodies of the dead, keeping them in the Grand Necropolis. The other Nevarra story from Tevinter Nights, Down Among the Dead Men, tells us that the lower floors of the Grand Necropolis don't have a consistent layout. They actively shift and rearrange themselves. This has all the makings of a dungeon crawl to me. The question is why? And I think the answer there may lie in what the Mortalitasi from the last story of Tevinter Nights, the Dreadwolf Take You, reported. Apparently, Solus himself, appearing as a massive wolf, manifested in the Grand Necropolis to disrupt a ritual performed by the Mortalitasi. It's possible something was left behind, a spirit perhaps, that can give some insight into Solus' plans. Beyond that, I can only be even more speculative. I should mention that in Down Among the Dead Men, we're introduced to a group within the Mortalitasi called the Mourn Watch, who are the guardians and keepers of the Grand Necropolis. They are also specifically mentioned in a caption in the 25-year BioWare book for Dragon Age 4, all of which strengthens my view that our primary interest in Nevarra will be in exploring the Grand Necropolis. I would really like to see a bit of Nevarra City, but I suspect the Grand Necropolis may be all we'll actually see. Sources conflict about whether the Grand Necropolis is in the center of the city or just outside of it. One thing I'd like to see, though, is the tomb of Caspar the Magnificent, the founder of the Pentagast dynasty, and the man who forged Nevarra into a powerful kingdom. His presumably possessed body is entombed in a vast throne room. Apparently, members of the Pentagast family go there to visit and traditionally present their children to him, including Cassandra when she was a child. Anyway, I guess I'll reiterate that I'm expecting Nevarra to mostly be a dungeon crawl through the Grand Necropolis, probably in search of some clue regarding the Dreadwolf's plan, with less exploration of the city, if any, than I'm expecting from Antiva or Minrathous. I wouldn't mind being wrong about that, though. That's all I have for now. Let me know in the comments what you expect or want to see from Nevarra in Dragon Age 4. I hope you all have a great day.